it is, you get to...
Someone donated
Sorry.
$200.
It came out.
BS, do not talk about fruits of the Spirit if you did not give back all of that money.
Ooh, can I please talk on this?
Wait, do you still have, question really quick, do you
She's
still have
passionate.
someone, thank you for the TTS, do you still have your Lamborghini Urus?
No, I don't. I sold everything. I sold my house. I sold my car. I sold all the designer things I had.
If you wanted to throw the Lambo my way, I'll take a Lambo.
I will also take a Lambo.
For free?
So I would
okay, go ahead,
love
talk
to
about
hit
it.
on this topic. So many people are like, you're not Christian unless you give back all the money. Let me break down the money for you. So number one, I was living in California while I was making this money. California tax is ridiculously insane. Only takes what, 20%? OnlyFans takes 25% of what you make. It didn't matter how much of what I made my gross income that got... So my gross income got taxed 25%. So 25% of that got taken out. Then the tax I pay in California. Then the creator people that I was with took 50%. The agency took 50% of what I made. So you're left with all of that. Whatever's left out of all of that taxed. It's not like I just got $9 million. All of that got taxed 3 ways, and then whatever was left got sent to me. So, and no, you are not required, and nowhere in the Bible does it say. So there was this one man that Jesus told to sell all his belongings to and follow him. There was one man. That is not a stipulation for all Christians to sell everything that you have and then go follow Christ. If Christ told me to sell everything, which I've already sold everything, and follow him, I will. However, giving up all your money is not a requirement to be able to follow Christ. So if you're not a Christian or you are a Christian and you're saying this, you need to get that out of your head. Because if God specifically told me, like reached down and told me, you know what, you need to be homeless in order to follow me, I'd be like, you know what, I know you'll provide for me no matter what, I'll be homeless. But I do not feel called to do that. Regardless of that, I have sold everything I own. I literally drive a Jeep now and I live in South Carolina. So what do you got to say,
okay.
Andrew? I'm really, I'm so
Well,
intrigued.
I'm just gonna follow up on the super chatter. By the way, I mean, I don't even know why you're so hostile with me. We haven't even really disagreed about anything most of the night.
Most of the night. No, no, absolutely. But my thing with you is that like how, not even degrading, but like when I came on last, you were so hostile towards me and what I did. And there was no love in your heart from me.
That was good.
So as a Christian, you think it's okay.
You were a lying, deceiving prostitute. And you're like, Andrew, why weren't you just nice? Like, what are you talking about? Good.
I have a question.
It's good that I
Didn't
pointed
Jesus
out.
like wash the feet of prostitutes or something?
By your own admission,
Jesus got
you were a
Magdalene
lying,
washed his feet.
deceiving, deceitful, satanic prostitute by your own admission.
Satanic.
Satanic?
Wow, that's
Can I
a
ask
new
a
one.
question?
That's a new
Yeah,
one.
hang on, Nala. You told me.
Yes, Andrew.
You told me that you had faith in Jesus Christ then. That your parents were pastors, that you had faith then.
You're getting it
were
wrong
going to do
already.
it.
So
And you
to
were- I have the clip.
unmisquote
And you were going to do it.
You can play the quote. You can play the clip if you want.
Let me finish, and you can respond. Okay? You said even then that you knew the truth, but you turned away anyway. Okay, so that you could basically make money. Now you say now, okay, well listen, that was all a character. I'm willing to believe that. I didn't ever say that you weren't playing a character. I'm willing to totally and completely believe you. Okay, but there's no way for me to determine that. I can only determine things based on what you said. So you say to me, well, I'm a degenerate prostitute who lies about everything, right? And it's like, okay, what did you want me to say to that? What would you have wanted me to say?
So number
to
one,
that?
you completely misquoted me. I never once said back then that I lied. Number two, I never said that I knew what to do and knew how to follow Christ. I said that I was hurt by the church. I said that my dad was a pastor before I started OnlyFans. So there's the clarification on that. I was hurt by the church. I had been through
said
3.
That your dad knew.
Can
Your
you
dad
play the
knew and
clip?
he was
Because
good with
this
it.
is crap.
I recently watched the clip.
You
Did you
said-
say that
you
your
said-
dad
you
stopped
said
being a
that your
pastor when you were
dad knew
18
and
years
was
old?
okay with it.
Yeah. This clip.
No,
And I
hang
wasn't
hang
on
let me finish.
OnlyFans.
You said that I was a bad father because I would disown, unlike your father, right? Because I would disown my child based on some like.
I'm not saying you as a father
Hang on.
should condone what your kid was
Nala,
doing
can I
on
finish? And then you
OnlyFans.
can respond.
But
Let
you
me
keep
finish, you can
interrupting
respond.
what I have to say, so it's like
I won't interrupt you. Okay, so just listen to what I'm saying. You literally made this comparison. You said, you're a bad father if you do A, B, C, and D. I said, does your father know you do OnlyFans? You said, yes, and he's fine with it because you take care of him, right? That's what you told me.
Oh, absolutely.
That your father was fine with you doing OnlyFans.
So
Was that a lie?
No. Listen. I don't think as a father you should disown your kid because of what they turn out to be. That's not their real plan. Do you think I wanted to be on OnlyFans the rest
Why
of my
does
life?
Jesus send
Absolutely.
people to hell?
Once again, interrupting me, like I just said. So if you
Okay,
want
go
me to
ahead,
finish
go
my
ahead.
statement and respect me as
Yeah,
an
you can
adult,
go ahead,
that would be
go
great.
ahead.
So anyway, my dad accepted me as his daughter. Yes, I was supporting him financially. Was that right that he told me and actually encouraging me to stay on OnlyFans? Absolutely not. I was saying it was wrong for you to disown your child just because of their life choices. You said that you would literally stop talking to them. And how right is that as a father to guide your child when the Bible literally says, train up a child in the way that they should go? But you said if your daughter did OnlyFans, you would completely disown her. So how is what you would do biblical?
I'm going to explain. It's called consequences. And there's always consequences. If you look at, for instance, the prodigal son had to come back home and humble themselves after they came back home, after they squandered their entire fortune. That's what they had to do. Okay, so the thing is like, for you to say that if somebody is doing something that is horrific or satanic or something like this, that I have to allow them in my home? Do I need to allow them around my family? What do I need to do to capitulate to them, Nala, which would make me a good father?
In no way,
other
shape, or
than
form.
Let them experience the consequences of their own actions, because that's what a good father does.
A good father completely disowns their child, as in like stop speaking to them. I
Until
never
they
once
stop
said
doing
I never
the
once said that
behavior,
you
yeah.
had to let your daughter into your home, that demonic spirit into your home. But what about praying for them, sending them Bible verses,
Yeah.
regardless of what they believe in? That is honestly what saved me. So you disowning your kid could actually
Your
have
father
detrimental.
sending you Bible verses saved you? No.
I said that
Some
my
guy you found really
husband
attractive.
sent
Some guy you
me
found really
Bible
attractive, wanted to
verses.
be with saved you, right?
Can I interject?
Go ahead, quick.
So when it happened to Mary Magdalene, right, and she was a prostitute and they were about to stone her, what did Jesus say?
Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute.
Okay.
Is that fake news?
Totally fake news.
Fake news.
Mary
Okay,
Magdalene is not a
so
prostitute.
when
I don't
they
know.
were gonna stone
I
the
have no idea
prostitute-
where people can't come up with this.
Okay,
Mary Magdalene
question,
was not a prostitute.
question.
Okay, next question.
When it came to the prostitute and they stoned her, what did Jesus say?
He said, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone."
Okay. Okay.
So who are,
we're-
she's basically saying
Yeah,
like
so you
who are
don't
you
get
to
to go
cast the
stone people
stone
to
on
death based
someone
on their
like
sin.
like
Yes,
who
I
are
agree.
you to judge her? Because we all
Do you know what?
have original sin.
Wait, stop. First of all,
righteous
I'm not
judgment
judging-
is an actual biblical
Let
thing.
him finish.
First of all, I'm not judging her, right? I mean, we're going over a previous conversation where I now have been told that everything she told me in that conversation essentially cannot be trusted because she was a pathological liar at the time because she was playing a character. Now I'm not. That's what she just said to me. So we're
Dude,
going
I was
over the
literally dressed in a
conversation. That's
Spider-Man
fine.
outfit,
I
and you
haven't
like
even gotten
believed me.
to-
Like,
I haven't even gotten.
that says
to
a
any
lot about
judgment
you.
yet. We haven't even gotten to any judgment yet. Right now, we're just talking about the facts of the matter. There hasn't even been any judgment. And 3, it's perfectly acceptable for Christians to judge. Where this idea came from that Christians can't make judgments, especially value judgments, we make them all the time. Otherwise, how would you even know who was walking down the wrong path, who needed salvation, who did? How would you know any of these things if you couldn't make value judgments? You couldn't.
righteous judgment has to do with coming out of love from your heart. In no way, shape, or form does whatever you have to say to me from the day I was dressed in a Spider-Man costume to right now have any love in your heart. You're just condemning.
Oh, you know my heart? You know my heart
I
now?
don't. I really
Yeah,
don't.
well then why would you make the accusation of condemnation? All I did was repeat back to you what you said to me.
I
And at
never
the time
once
we
said
had
I
this
was demonic.
conversation, You were lying about everything, and all I'm doing is trying to get clarity.
Lying
Now
about
you
being a
make the claim,
character
I know
on
what's in your
social
heart,
media.
Andrew.
You're
I know what's
offended
in
that
your
I
heart.
literally spoke the truth about, like, you really think that social media is real? Like, please tell me that's not
what
true.
do you mean? Listen.
Because I said that I
all
was
you're
lying
doing-
about what
all
I
you're
put
doing
on
is making
social
pivots. You
media.
just pivot. Why are you pivoting?
Pivoting off of
Right?
what? This is a
Yeah,
big part
so-
of the topic.
So listen, all we were discussing right now was that when we had a previous conversation on the Whatever podcast, by your own admission, everything you said to me potentially was a lie.
About
Perhaps
what?
not everything you said. Stop, Nala. Just let me finish, and then I'll let you talk. Okay? Perhaps not everything you said to me was a lie. Perhaps not everything you said to me was a lie, but by your own admission, if you're playing a character and I shouldn't trust anything you say, then I assume everything you told me was a lie until I get it clarified otherwise. All I've been doing is just asking you clarification questions. You have been spurging out and upset because you feel like it's condemnation. I haven't condemned you for anything. We've just barely even started having a conversation.
Called you a Satanist.
You literally called me a Satanist
What,
and a
demonic?
prostitute. In no way, shape, or form was I a I mean, okay, so I understand
You were a
that showing
prostitute. Yes, you
showing
were.
your body
That's
online
ridiculous.
is like selling yourself. Understood.
You were
But in no
sucking
way,
men's
shape, or
penises
form.
online. What are you talking about?
Did I not just admit that? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
that's
have a problem with?
prostitution. By any metric, that's prostitution. What are you talking about?
Okay, but
That's
like by
prostitution.
standards, prostituting is literally standing on the road, getting cars, and having sex
No,
with
that's a hook. What is a prostitute?
them. Is it not a
then?
prostitute?
No.
What? Where are you, bro? In your mind?
That's called hooking because you're trying to hook somebody to be a John.
No shot, bro. Say that.
Yeah, what is a prostitute now?
A prostitute is someone who goes and stands on the side of the road, gets into somebody's car, and has for money. That is called
Okay.
a prostitute.
The buddies at the Dunny Ranch, they're not prostitutes.
Can you
That's a
Google it,
prostitute.
Andrew? Can you Google it? I don't have my
As long
phone.
as they go to a hotel room and there's a camera, it's no longer prostitution.
It's any job
that's
that
not
sells
true.
sex. That's a
Okay.
For
So then
money.
what is the criteria of prostitution?
I'm not saying that I wasn't prostituting myself at all, but like you're defining it in a manner where I'm literally going to people's houses, grabbing money from them and having sex with them. But yes, what I was doing was very simple. And yes, in a manner,
No, it was
prostituting
prostitution.
myself.
It was literally prostitution.
But in no way, shape, or form was I'm like, oh, I'm a demonic person and I like take pride in that. Like, where did you get that from?
Okay, that's not what I said. I said what you were doing was satanic.
How is
Wait,
it satanic?
To engage in prostitution.
Wait, hold on.